The Feet King Show. It's like, why is she yelling? Because I'm excited. We get to do this together. This is the Feet King Show. It goes down, God willing, every Friday from 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 12 noon. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Fit, Fine, and Fab, over 40 and now over 50. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Fee King. Who am I? I am a woman. I'm a sister. I'm an auntie. I am a cousin. I'm a pet parent. I'm a lover of all things positive. What do I do? Who am I? What do I do? What do I do? Besides this show, right? I help women over the age of 40 specifically, yet not exclusively, get from where they are to where it is they want to be along their health and wellness journey. You can reach out to me via DM, Facebook, IG, YouTube. Why? Because I love myself so much today that it only makes sense to love women where they are. How I keep it all together, and that's dependent upon what time of the day that is. It is mindfulness meditation, transcendental meditation, running, reading. I have so many books that I am reading, not always at the same time, but yet I'm reading a lot of books, and we will get into that. My other how is exercising. So we're going to just right off the gift, we're going to go into announcements. This month, which we're coming to the end of June, I cannot believe it. And the first day of summer here in Be More Loving, Baltimore, it was like 66 degrees. It felt like fall in summer. We are exercising. We have been exercising every day. We is all the people who are invested in the health and the happiness of Sekou Wrights, who is thriving through his stroke. Sekou had a stroke July 14th, which is next month, his 1-year anniversary. In honor of his birthday month, because his birthday is tomorrow. I said his birthday is tomorrow. His birthday is tomorrow. What a blessing it is that my guy is with us and healthy and well and moving through to get to the other side. We are exercising every day in honor of his birthday. We are also pledging a dollar amount per every mile that he is running. So initially I was pledging $2 a mile. However, I bumped that up to $3 a mile because he is killing it. He has inspired my own personal run streak. We are also purchasing his book, Hack, H-A-C-K, Your Pain Now. That's Hack Your Pain Now at the bottom of the screen. If you're with me on IG, you can follow him on IG. It's Hack, H-A-C-K, Your Pain Now. We are purchasing the book. It's pre-sale, $9.99. So join us. We're all going to start at the same time reading the book so that we can hack our own pain or the pain of someone that we love who may be experiencing some sort of pain. Because I tell you, the longer you live, the more likely it is you're going to experience some form of mental, emotional, physical pain. All right. Thank you so much, my girl, Her Glow Candy Shop. Bam, bam, for lacing me with these beautiful earrings. I'm like, what? I just got ear candy dripping from my earlobes, ear candy dripping from my earlobes. That is Ife. Her company is Her Glow Candy Shop. Get yours today. She's running a promo. All of the earrings are on sale. She's got these amazing bundles. I'm so proud of her work, and I love that I get to rock my own. Thank you so much for my sister, Miss Beauty J'adore. What? For lacing me with such cute and cool hat game. There's so many cool things that I can do with these hats. And I have a matching coat that goes with this one. I love this because I get to wear this in the rain. It is very rainy here in Be More Loving, Baltimore. More hat game to come. So the Feet King Show today is about friendships and Can You Stand the Rain? So a couple of my favorite songs. It's New Edition, Can You Stand the Rain? Like, shout it out in the comments. Let me know if you grew up on New Edition. I saw them in concert in Iowa, of all places. Iowa, right? I think Carter's Lake, Iowa. My other one is Friends by, is it Houdini? Friends. How many of us have them? Let's be friends. Love that show. So this week, I got the opportunity to reconnect with a dear friend from my high school days, right? He came through Baltimore, and I learned that he wasn't even coming to Baltimore. He was coming through Baltimore to go to Philly from Las Vegas. Me and Dennis Obi have been friends for 35 plus years. I know I am dating myself. I'm giving my age out because I'm grateful to be alive. And it was so good to see Dennis. Dennis and I met when I moved from Omaha, Nebraska to Aurora, Colorado. I'm in a new high school. We all can relate being the new girl on the block. And it was a transition and it was very uncomfortable. It was the first time I got beat up. Yes, it was the first time I got beat up, was at Montbello High School. I think I said Aurora Central, but it's actually Montbello High School. And Dennis was my refuge. We hung out. We would do movies together. Like Dennis is my dude. And so I want to give you a little preview of Dennis Obi. 35 plus years of friendship. Let's roll that thing. It's coming. It's coming. And the sound. Can we bring that sound up? I'm so excited. I get to see my friend from high school, Dennis Obi. It's been years. We're moving on up, right? We're moving on up. So you can't see this on IG. I will post it later. How many of us have them? Yes, let's be friends. Cyree is typing in the chat box. So Dennis is now a truck driver. He has, like so many of us over the age of 40, he has gotten to reinvent himself. He has gotten to start over. He has gotten to start again. He has gotten to start where he is. And so now he's driving cross country. Again, he came from Las Vegas to Philly, stopped through Baltimore. We had lunch and we had such an amazing time. Our friendship has spanned, again, 35 plus years. And so we're not going to play that video just yet. It spanned 35 plus years and we've gotten a chance to catch up. So he's asking me, Fee, what have you been doing? And I'm like, Dennis, do you have kids? Did you get married? Are you divorced? Like, what's going on with you? And so I got an opportunity to share with Dennis that my boyfriend had a stroke. And so we've been navigating that together. And I think a lot of people, if any of you out there have a mother, a father, a sibling, a lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, ex-husband, ex-wife who has experienced a tragic occurrence, I think you can relate to this. And if you don't, the likelihood of that happening increases with age. It increases the longer we live. However, it can happen at any age because I've been experiencing transitions and the death of people that I love since the age of 17. Started with my high school sweetheart. He transitioned of leukemia when I was 17. And so being able, and I feel like it's a blessing to be able to experience these life transitions with people that I love. And I'm sharing this with Dennis. And so Dennis was like, yeah, Fee, I don't know if I could do it. And I'm like, what? And so a little backstory about him. He should be a comedian. He should be on stage making people laugh because he's been making me laugh from a distance and in person when we met back in high school, our senior years of high school. Well, it was my senior year because I just learned that Dennis is quite a few years older than me. And I'm like, how are we in the same grade at the same time? He said, I did a few years. I did a few grades over. And I'm like, dude. And so again, I've known him for all these years, but yet didn't really know him. And so I said, what do you mean you couldn't do it? He was like, Fee, he said, I think if I got sick, and I said, you did get sick. You got sick with COVID. You were really sick. He said, yeah, but I was single. He said, I think if I got sick, I would not expect my partner to stay with me. And I found that really interesting because I said, well, I think you're probably not speaking from your authentic self. I said, I think that might be a little ego. And I said, I believe that the things that I focus on, I manifest it. It grows. I lovingly invite and encourage you. This is what I said to my friend, to focus only on the things you want, not on the things that you don't want. He said, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think I would stick around. I think, and I don't think the person that I'm with would stay with me if I got sick. For me, When Sekou got sick, it was never in the back of my mind, in the front of my mind, to not weather this storm with him, period. And what a lot of people don't know, because Dennis didn't quite know this, he said, "Oh, are you talking about the dude that you run with?" And I was like, we've been posting and sharing and talking and having him on the show. I've been on his show, his best friend, Rev Melissa's show. We've been having these conversations for almost a year that Sekou has been thriving through his stroke. He had a hemorrhagic stroke, which is bleeding on the brain, in July 2014. Sorry, 22. On July 14th, 2022. And yet people still don't know our connection. And I think it's because Sekou and I have known each other for over 20 years and we've been friends. For me, because he's my friend and I ride, like those out there who I'm friends with know that I ride with my friends no matter what. So I'm going to show up for him as a friend, period, regardless of the love, the intimate love that I have for him. I'm going to ride for him as a friend. My cousin Rosetta has been suffering with what is it called? It's the sarcoidosis. And because I love her, I'm not going to just abandon her because she's not at her best. She's not at 100%. I also had someone else in my life when this happened. They said, when I was going down to visit Sekou for the first time after his stroke, he had just gotten out of the hospital. I think he had been out of the hospital for maybe a month, 3 weeks to a month. And I had been wanting to get down there ASAP. However, it wasn't the right time. And so it was a client of mine. She said, Fee, if you get down there and this is too much for you, she said, you don't have to do this. And I thought, I don't live in a space of have to. I realize that I get to do all the things that I want to do. And I always look at things from the vantage point of, what if it were me? What if my friends left me in my time of need? And so if there's anyone out there experiencing anything similar, whether it's the loss of a job, whether it's the loss of a limb, whether it's the loss of a life, anytime we go from where we were to where it is we are, en route to where we want to be, it's a transition. And we get to realize that we're not always going to be the same and stay the same. We're always growing and changing. Like, that is life. And whoever thinks that you're not going to change from the time you arrive here as a newborn to the time you leave, you are sadly mistaken. And I find that it is an honor to be able to go on this journey with Sekou. Now, is it easy? Like, nothing in life is easy. No, it's not easy. It's not easy for him. It's not easy for his parents. It's not easy for his friends, his colleagues. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for anyone, but it's so worth it. And so I lovingly encourage you to be open to that. If it has not happened, for when it will happen. Here's another example. I remember when my, not gonna get emotional, and if I do, it's okay. But I remember when my mom was sick with leukemia, and I was conflicted. I was like, okay, should I move back to Omaha? Like, I don't know what to do. And I had a conversation with Iona Morris. I was on her show recently. And I tell you, my level of respect for Iona has always been super high. But after this conversation with her, and she said to me, she said, Fee, woo! She said, that's what you do when you don't want to cry. You make yourself laugh. She said, Fee, woo! God will reward you by taking care of the people you love, by taking care of your mother. She said, so regardless of what you decide to do, just know that the decision that you make is going to be the best decision for you and for your mom. It was crystal clear. I was like, I'm going. I'm going. I don't know the how we're going to be able to afford this. But I was there, and I'm so grateful because I got to experience what it's like for someone to transition. And it's beautiful. It's painful, and it's beautiful. And I feel the same way about all the people that I've gotten to love as they have transitioned. And yes, I get a little emotional because it's emotional for me like anyone. I got to be there when my best friend Louise transitioned. I got to love her while she was here and while she left. And so while my friend Dennis thinks that he ought not expect for people to hang around if he gets ill or if he needs them, I want him to know, if he's watching this, that I will be in his life regardless. I have been, I will continue. And I want people to know that you may not think that you have the strength to weather the storms. And I'm here to tell you that you do. We never know what we're made of until we get to step up to the plate and to experience Sekou going from a stroke, having amnesia, still experiencing aphasia, still experiencing extreme pain on his right side every single day, and yet he still runs. He still shows up to do his show. That it is an honor and a privilege. And I feel like I've been chosen. I've been chosen for this task. I've been chosen. I have a friend, Monique Ruffin, who is incredible. She's incredible. She's a spiritual guide, and she gave birth to a son who is special needs. And she said that she read somewhere that God only tasked those who are able to take care of special needs children. And she said once she read that, she just settled into it. And now her son, I believe he just graduated from high school. And so I want to read something else to you. Oh, I get to change my hat, right? Whenever we go into a different topic, it's still the same topic, but I just want to, put on my hat game. I was looking up, I think, how to weather storms, and so I came across this scripture that I want to share with you. It's Psalms 147:3. Psalms 147:3. The Bible says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and heals the brokenhearted." So, not only will God provide comfort as you move on from past relationships, but He'll actually help you do it. God will help you heal from the wounds, God will help you heal from the wounds caused by the relationship and losses and move forward in life and love. I was reminded by this just this morning because I was a little conflicted on having this conversation publicly. And Sekou has no idea that I'm having this conversation. But again, I believe there are no accidents, right? There are no coincidences. There's no happens chances. Everything is in divine order. Everything, whether you deem it good or bad, is happening for your greater good. Everything. I'm on my run this morning. Today is my day 29th of my run streak. And I decided to turn on YouTube. I was actually looking for something from Louise Hay, and something from Joyce Meyer came up. And I want to share this with you, what she was saying about people and about relationships. And we're going to roll this tape. Let's roll it. I love saying that. Let's roll it.
Our character is our usual.
It's coming. It's coming. And I'm going to share it post-show on all of my channels. And again, this is Dr. Joyce Myers. Let's roll it. Kelly said, let's roll it. What's up, Kelly? Thank you for being here. So I don't know what's happening, but basically what she says is our character is determined by how we react during a crisis. And so when everything's fine, when we're all in love and everything's pretty and we're happy and we're full of joy and things, it's like the road is smooth. It's not like these Baltimore pothole streets. It's like streets in the county. Your car is just sailing. Like, we're happy. We're good. But as soon as we hit a pothole, as soon as we hit some turbulence, and let me tell you something about me. I used to be the consummate runner, especially in relationships. And I'm not talking about red flags. I'm talking about sometimes it's some minor stuff that happens. I'm out. I'm like, oh, that's a sign, gotta go. As opposed to weathering the storm. And I said, you know what, Felicia, you never bailed on your mom. You never bailed on any of your best friends when they were, going through a transition. And more importantly, or equally importantly, is they didn't bail on you. And so I don't know if the video is ready, but if it's not, I think I did a pretty good job at summing that up. And basically, Dr. Joyce Meyer says, I don't know if it's going to play. And this is what happens when you're live. It's like theater, right? When you forget your line, you're like, and ad lib. And so basically, if we know intuitively and instinctively and spiritually that life is always going to give us this, then you get to lean into it and you get to ride that wave. You get to climb that hill. Whenever I'm running, I'm like, woo, it's Baltimore, so I know there's going to be a hill. I know I get to dig in deep. I know I get to weather this storm. And I also know that I get to take care of myself. I get to put in place those tools, those self-care tools, the meditation, the transcendental meditation, the mindfulness meditation. I know I get to, grab my book, The Gift of Therapy, right? How to Retire Overseas, my book, How to Be a Great Lover, which was gifted to me by my unhoused neighbor, The Magic, by the woman who wrote The Secret, The Science to Getting Rich. Like I have my tools, The Practice of Now, a beautiful book that Sekou's mom actually has a chapter in. I highly recommend this book because it's so amazing to go back into the past and see how far women have come, how far Black women have come. This book is The Daughters of Dunn House, 1953. I love her chapter. I've read about 5 chapters in the book. They're written by different women who attended Fisk University. They were like the first group of high schoolers to be admitted into college. Beautiful story. I get to exercise. I get to pray because I have the tools. And I get to take a beat and say, you know what? I need to take care of me today. I am I care, give, I take care of so many people, and that's great. I get to continue to do that, but I also get to honor myself and take care of myself. Lastly, this was beautiful because I was like, oh, we are so on point. We are so on point with this. This is what I get to talk about Friday on my show. I was listening to the D.L. Hughley show. I love D.L. Hughley. Woo! And he said something that was so profound and so applicable to this conversation today. And it may not seem that it fits, but let me know if this resonates with you. And this is something that I didn't know because I don't really follow politics. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. So sometimes I'm a little out of the loop intentionally because it's a lot to take in. And so I like to monitor how much of this stuff I'm taking in. But this one really spoke to me. D.L. Hughley was talking about President Biden's son, who apparently he's struggling with drug addiction. And Biden came out and basically said, my son is struggling the same way, and he's an imperfect being, the same way our country is struggling, and we're an imperfect country. And so I'm basically going to stand by my son and help him as much as I can get through this. Can you imagine? Anyway. So D.L. Hughley says, Biden's love for his son, who is struggling with drugs, he said he is supporting someone who is down on their luck. President Biden is supporting his son who is down on his luck. Do you recall the time or the times that someone supported you when you were simply down on your luck, when you were simply being a human? Again, whether you lost a job, you lost someone you love, you couldn't pay your rent, you couldn't pay your bills, you lost your car. And these are opportunities that we get to start again, start over, start where we are, and reinvent ourselves. I love that, especially after this age that we get to reinvent ourselves. So thank you so much, D.L. Hughley, for implanting that, because that resonated with me. I was like, yep, we're right on time. Thank you so much for this scripture, Psalms 147:3. because we are right on time. Thank you so much, Dennis, for coming to see me and for us getting to have this conversation and to getting for us being able to catch up. Again, it's been 35 plus years. And thank you so much, Sekou, for all of the things that you've taught me. And so I believe in karma. It's so easy to be your brother's keeper, to show up for someone else, especially when they've shown up for you, meaning me. He's shown up for me, and he's shown up for so many people, so many people. I was just thinking about it today. I said, you know what? This is the first time for me in decades, y'all, that I've saved money, like intentionally, purposefully, sacrificially, have a savings account with money in it. This is the first time I've ever in my life thought about an emergency fund, saving, putting money away for an emergency fund. This is the first time in my life I've ever thought I could invest, like I made enough money to invest. I was like, stocks? No, that's not what I do. I don't know anything about stocks, but I do. I now know things about stocks because of Sekou's show, because of Sekou's due diligence. Sekou has not worked in over a year. It'll be a year. July 14th, he was actually at work. And yet he's still putting money away. He's still putting money in his brokerage fund. He's still putting money in his emergency fund. He's still putting money in his investing in stocks. And he's taught me that. He's taught so many of us that. The other thing, Sekou has been implanting the seed feed you need to buy. And I was like, don't tell me what I need to do. I was like, I don't know. And finally, I've been planting the seed to buying. I'm taking the classes. I'm doing the workshops. I'm asking the questions. I'm engaging with people who are homeowners. I'm so excited. And so I want you to know, especially if you're over the age of 40 like me, if you're over the age of 50 or 60, you get to start again. You get to start over. You get to start where you are. Lastly, you get to do that rocking a cute, super cute crop top hoodie. Yes, at your age, fit, fine, and fabulous over 40, coming soon, over 50, over 60, over 70, over 80. You can cop this right now. The shoulders won't be cut out, but I will be doing some customized because I love a good shoulder out. Let me tell you, when those hot flashes hit you, you need some extra air. You need some ventilation. You need this. You need all of this. You can cop it at my website, www.fee-king.com. Kelly, again, let me slow down. That's fee-king.com. Kelly on YouTube says, I'm 33 and feeling like I start from scratch again. Kelly, because you get to do it. What is the alternative? Doing nothing? Doing nothing. And that's why we're moving every day, because we get to move this body. It's such a blessing to be alive and to do this. Yes. So if you don't know about our 30-day hero challenge, it is not too late to join us. It is not too late to start moving every single day. It is not too late to pledge $3, $5, $4 per every mile. Sekou writes is running this month, his birthday month. His birthday's tomorrow. It is not too late to hack your pain now, because trust and believe, the longer you live, you too get to experience pain, which is such a blessing, because you get to know that you're alive, and you get to know that you get to grow, and you get to be in control of your life condition. I am your local fitness go-to girl, Fee King. This is the Fee King Show. It goes down, God willing, every Friday, 11:30 a.m. until 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And yes, the Fee King Show is moving. We are moving to indiesoupmedia.com website. We're going to be on 7 live streaming channels. I'm so excited. 7 live streaming channels this month. The soft launch has been pushed back, but that's okay, because we're still moving forward with this thing. So stay tuned to more information. I bid you love, light, peace, prosperity, abundance, possibility, positivity, not just for today, not just for this weekend, not just for the month, not just for the year of 2023, but for your entire life. I'm out. Peace.